Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. And we're having a little bit of a warm spell here. It's currently about 46 degrees and I think it's going to be a high tomorrow, maybe 40, so it's going to start cooling off again. And then Thursday the high is going to be only 30 and it's going to be in the 20s at night. I've seen the bees out here. That's a good sign. But I don't see any activity on the other hive. So there's nothing going on over here. I actually bought another cozy and doubled up. Didn't double up. It's just the hive was so stacked up so high I needed to get another cozy on the top there. But I have the entrance on the bottom. I don't know, that has me worried. We're only in the end of December here. This is the hive I would have thought, well, I was more worried about because I started it late in the season. But these guys are doing their cleansing flights and dragging out some dead bees. I wonder if I should investigate this hive. It's not like I can do anything at this point. They're either alive or they're not. Okay, I opened it up just to satisfy my curiosity, and this isn't good. I've got plenty of honey, but I don't have any bees. Not that I can tell. Well, here they are. I don't know what to make of this. Did they get wet? It's not wet in here. Oh, they ate that. Did they starve to death? But there's honey. There's all honey here. Well, I found them. I think I starved them to death. I had honey on top, but they couldn't make it to the top. And I thought these were full. But they went through, I don't know, these are all empty. So, I don't know. Completely empty. There's not many bees in here though, that's the thing. Yeah, they starved to death. Huh. Looks like there's nectar in there. But I had more bees than this going in. I don't know where they went. Well, that's my first hive loss. But I wonder if they absconded. Look at there's a queen cell here. It was chewed open. Let's see if I can see a queen in here. I don't see anything. But look at that, they're all, that's the sign that they starved to death. They're all right down inside the cells. Huh. That was quick. They had a ton of honey on the top. Oh, there's some more here. Yeah, they're all inside. Wasn't a big cluster. There on the outside here, there's some honey. But still, that's not a lot of bees. Yeah, so I lost this hive. I think I know what I did, and that is because I didn't harvest the honey, I left this hive way too big. Meaning I left too many boxes on this for the size of the hive. and they starved. So they couldn't get to the food. There was just a ton of honey on the top, but they stayed in the second box, not the bottom box, but like the second box. So I had too many boxes, and I don't know if they had a queen. It doesn't seem like a lot of bees going into the winter. I mean, from what I see here. So it's just those bees there, and this here on the other frame that was next to it. And that's it. So, do have a question. Is it a good idea or a bad idea to take those bees and to put them into one hive, one 10-frame box? Or should I just leave them? I want to give them the honey, but they don't take full-size frames. Can I put full-size frames in there? What was I thinking? I might be able to put some of these honey frames in there, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Yeah, lost this hive. Yeah, so I got complacent. You know, I had my first hive 2 years ago, and I made it through the winter. So I think in one of my videos I mentioned that I thought the boxes were kind of light. So I needed to concentrate the bees, reduce them down to one box maybe, and of course make sure they had adequate food. And I had empty boxes, and then I left the honey supers on the top because I didn't harvest the honey. And I figured they would just migrate to the top there, but they did not. For some reason they like to stay in the second box from the bottom, or the middle box. So that was a mistake. I think they were under stress anyways from mites. I gave them 3 treatments in the fall. I saw a lot of bees with deformed wings flying around on the ground all summer long, and I did both spring and fall mite with the oxalic acid mite control. But yeah, too many boxes on the hive, too much distance between the bees and the honey. I should have harvested the honey. The only thing is with the smaller frames, I don't know if you can put those into the full-size boxes. There's too much of a clearance if they'll migrate onto those, but I thought they would go up to the top where all the honey is, but they did not. So what to do with this hive now? I need to make sure they have adequate food, and they're surviving so far, so I was wondering if I should put them into the 10-frame box. The only other question I have now is the empty boxes. Do I leave them outside to get sterilized through the cold winter, or do I bring them into the cellar? Put this reducer on so it's just completely closed. I don't know, maybe some bees will move in this spring, or maybe I can try producing some queens. This I can leave outside. I guess I'll cover up again tomorrow. But I have this honey. Maybe I'll bring it into the lean-to for a short time, and then figure out how to harvest some of the honey and get some of these smaller frames in there into the existing hive. Yeah, so I would say don't be afraid to go into the hive, even in the dead of winter, if you can learn something. Not that one night would make any difference, but I just had to go in here and take a look. There's still fondant there, and I can see some bees right there. So what I meant to say with the honey frames, they're too short. I don't think they make super honey supers for nukes. So I could maybe put something together myself real quick. Don't have to worry. Well, these are nukes. You don't have to worry about any type of joinery here. But yeah, I should get that honey into here. Let's see. This is 2. How tall is this? 1, 2. So this one here is just for ventilation. So let's maybe take a look at this tomorrow. But, yep, lost that hive. That was quick too. So I didn't reduce the size of the hive, the physical hive. I needed to reduce that and make sure there was plenty of. Well, they had a ton of honey. I just took one of the boxes. It's got to weigh about 70 pounds maybe, and I'll have to harvest that honey and see if I can get some of the frames into these nuke boxes. Or I don't know if it's something that anyone has any advice whether it's a good idea to take this hive that's existing, the hive that's alive, and put it into the 10-frame box at this stage. Maybe there's some disease in that I should wait for the winter to maybe help sterilize. I don't know if there's any live mites in that hive at this point. Or I should just leave them alone. So let me put this top back on. So I've heard other people talk about this, where the bees, it's not like they just get up and walk to wherever the honey is. They're very restricted in their movement when they're really cold. And so here's one of those situations where even though there was a ton of honey sitting above them, it's not like they could just get up and walk to it. So you can see here all the honey. Gonna have to do some harvesting. I'll figure out how to get some of this into that hive. But you can see here. So this is New England Gardening. Lost my first beehive early in the season, not even the end of, just about the end of December here. Lesson learned. Thanks for watching. Found this video interesting? Please like, subscribe, and/or comment. Thanks for watching.